Hey guys, so today we're going to be learning about how to use WordArt. WordArt is a really nice, easy, free tool that you can use to create text and arrange the text into images. So you're creating images made of text essentially. And it's not difficult to use. There's lots of different things you can do with it. So first you obviously just go to the website and hit create. And they give you a lot of like automated shapes, but they're kind of boring. I don't know. I think they're kind of basic and boring, and there's so many other options out there. So what I want you to do is put in your own image or your own clip art. So my example that I chose to add was of Harry Potter. So I found a clip art of Harry Potter, something kind of simple, but that I thought would be kind of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. Okay. And then if there's color in yours, you might want to play around with the threshold or the edges a little bit. It matters more when you have an image that's more detailed. With this one, I'm not as worried about it. You also have the option to go into negative. So you could do that as well and try it and, see what you think about that. Okay. So I'm good with that. I've got my image. So down here, I've got my other options. So I have all different kinds of fonts that I can play around with. I'm going to choose something kind of fun since I'm doing Harry Potter. I'm going to do this one, like the way it looks. Above shapes, I've got words. So obviously if I'm working with words, that's important. So you're going to want to think about what words make sense for your project. So I could do words that describe Harry Potter. I can do things that he has said. I could do all the different Harry Potter books. I could do characters from Harry Potter. Please don't just write Harry Potter. That's super boring. So what I've decided to do, though, is I found a quote that I like by Harry Potter. I'll look it up really quick. And so I'm going to do that. But I'm not going to write like the whole thing in each line. These are really meant for words or short phrases. I'm going to break it up a little bit. So let's see. My quote was, "Working hard is important, but there is something that matters even more." And then if I want to keep going, I can just hit add. So I can put as many as I want in there. Believing in yourself. And like I said, you really can add as many as you want. I did something for the class of 2020 and I added every single student for the class of 2020's name. So like you can add as many as you want, or you can also import something too. So if you find something really long, you could try that as well. So I'm going to work with that today. Okay, so I've got my words figured out. I've got my shape because that's the Harry Potter. I chose my font that I wanted. And I can choose how I want the text to lay out. So horizontal, random. I think I'm going to go with random and just see what happens. Also, you have how many, words, the words amount. So you can kind of play around with that as well. I could do more or less. Oh my goodness, I didn't mean to do that many. Okay, let's try that. And the density means how closely you're going to see them together. So we'll just kind of leave it on the middle. I can always change that later if I want to. Okay, and then lastly, so I've got my words, my shapes, my font, my layout. Again, I can always go back and change it. I'm going to do my colors. So let's see. I want to customize because I don't like those colors. So I'm going to click that. And I'm going to do colors that make sense for Harry Potter. So I'm going to do a gold for Gryffindor. Add a palette and get rid of this. Click on those to get rid of those. And I'm going to do a maroon because that's another color from Gryffindor. Like that. Add to palette. And then I'm just going to do a gray just to kind of give like another color choice. Add to palette. And close. Okay, so I've got my three colors. I can make the colors more vivid or less vivid by changing the color emphasis. Right now, my background color is white. We'll start with that, but I could always change it. Also, you can control how much you see the background image. So we'll put it in the middle. We're not going to play around with animation speed for this. So once you've changed all of your stuff, you get to visualize, which just means you get to see the decisions that you've been making. All right, so this is what I have. So in seeing what I have, I feel like I want more words. So I'm going to go back to layout, and I definitely want more words and then to be, more dense throughout. So I'm going to try that and visualize it. So yeah, once you've created something, like, you absolutely don't have to stop there. You can definitely go back. That didn't really change it too much. I might have to play around a little bit more with how I lay them out, and also like the text size. But for right now, that's a good example, just so you can kind of see what you've got going. I think I'm also going to, I don't know if I want more of that. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. So it's one of those things you want to keep playing around with. I made another one earlier, this one, and I like this one better. It definitely has like more going on, and you can see the quote better throughout, and I made a gray background. So anyway, we're going to be doing a little bit more of a complex project with this next week. But for today, this will be a good practice just to learn the program so that you know how to use it and kind of play around a little bit. So then when I give you the actual assignment, you'll know what to do. So once you have yours finished, you can go to download and save it as a JPEG to put in Classroom so that we can check it out. We'll save the actual project and put that in Seesaw, but this one we'll just do in Classroom. So anyway, have fun. I hope you create some cool stuff, and I look forward to seeing what you do.